We're in an urgent time. We've seen basic norms and principles that have served us well for decades increasingly violated, not to mention policies that have further skewed towards the wealthy and powerful. I'm here at the campus of University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana talking to young people about why this election matters. And obviously a lot of them are reading the headlines and trying to figure out what in the heck has happened to our government. But what I've told them is they shouldn't be discouraged. They got to step up and vote. Young people historically vote at much lower levels, especially during midterm elections, meaning elections where a presidential race isn't at issue. And in 2014, which was the last midterm election, only 1 in 5 young people who were eligible to vote voted. 1 in 5, which means that you get a Congress that is not representative of the interests of the majority of the people in this country. It means that you're not going to get somebody who's worried about how college students are paying their bills. You're not going to get somebody who is concerned about climate change. You're not going to get somebody who wants to try to get lobbyists and huge billionaire shadow PAC contributions out of politics. You're not going to get somebody who is paying attention to something like criminal justice reform or the Me Too movement. And part of what is so important for me to be able to communicate to young people like this, many who may be voting for the first time, is that our government is not just the President of the United States. We don't have a monarchy here where one person issues edicts and then suddenly everything changes. Things happen because you have not just a president, but a Congress and a state legislature and governors and a whole host of elected officials who are constantly determining whether or not our criminal justice system is treating everybody fairly, or whether or not workplace discrimination laws and equal pay laws for women are being enforced, and is determining whether or not we're protecting that lake or that stream from pollution. That power is dispersed across levels of government. And a lot of times young people are only interested when it's a presidential race. This is one of those moments where we have to make sure they understand that it's a lot more than just the presidency. And if you're concerned about what we've been seeing out of the White House over the last couple of years, and I think we're seeing some unprecedented behavior that violates norms that in the past have been observed by both Democrats and Republicans. The only check on that behavior is going to be having a Congress and other elected officials across the country who stand up for American values and American ideals, things like rule of law and freedom of the press, and not trying to intimidate enemies by threatening them with the criminal justice system, and being transparent and disclosing potential conflicts of interest. Basic stuff that doesn't even get to policy yet, but really is central to our democracy being able to work.